Yes, ma'am.
You tell the officers that it would surprise you if a gun was found outside your home, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
But seeing as how you were the one that put the gun out there, that's not true, is it?
I was trying to protect my son. I was not in my right mind.
And at that time, you had also asked multiple people to go and pick up that gun, had you not?
Because I did not want it to come back to Gavin. Do you not understand what I'm saying, ma'am?
Miss Howington, my question is, at that point in time, you had asked multiple people to come and pick up that gun that you put outside your home, had you not?
To protect Gavin.
Ma'am, it's a yes or a no. Had you asked multiple people to get that gun from outside your house, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Now she may explain her answer, Judge, when she's answered yes.
I think she has, but if you want to, again, explain your reasoning for doing so.
I was trying to protect my son, and nobody wants to accept that. What would you do?
Can I?
You ask the questions, Ms. Howington. Answer the question.
Okay. All right. At that point in time, again, you had sent these text messages to multiple individuals, but you had, because your phone had been broken and run underwater, you didn't actually know whether or not those individuals were able to go get the gun, did you?
I have no idea, ma'am.
Well, did you receive any correspondence back to your multiple text messages asking people to go get the gun?
Not that I know of.
Okay. And so until officers confronted you with the fact that a gun was found outside your house, you didn't know whether it was there or whether somebody actually was able to go get it, did you?
Yes.
Is this the first gun you've ever had?
Has to
I don't think I've asked this specific question.
It's not been asked and answered.
Is this the first firearm you ever had?
Yes, ma'am.
May we approach, Your Honor? Ms. Howington, do you recall when, again, when you're being interviewed, do you recall at one point in time Officer Wardlaw had said something to the effect of, don't you think it's your responsibility as a parent to keep a gun safe?
Not right off, no, ma'am.
Page 52 here, our transcript. I'm asking you to just read the green highlighted portion of 2 sentences there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So after reading that, would you agree with me that at some point during your interview, Investigator Wardlaw says, don't you think it's your responsibility as a parent to keep your gun safe, right? He asked you that question.
Yes.
And you agreed with him and said yes.
Yes, ma'am.
You agreed that it is your responsibility to keep your gun safe in your home, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, let's talk about the story that you've just told here today. You said that Jay comes to your house at, what time was it again? Can't remember off the top of my head. A few minutes before. Let's see. Yeah. All right, so we've seen the video now where the individual is in your home for 63 seconds. Did you see that video?
Yes, ma'am.
So you are now saying that that is an individual by the name of Jay, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And they enter your home at 8:46:43. Would you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
And again, this is today in this courtroom on that stand is the very first time in almost 5 years that you have ever said that Jay, you've identified the person that came into your home, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You said that after Jay leaves, you then walk out and move your vehicle, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You then make sure that your children are okay before going back outside to smoke. Is that what you just testified to?
Yes, ma'am.
Now again, is this the first time here in this courtroom after almost 5 years, is this the first time that you're telling this version of events?
In the courtroom, yes.
Okay. Did you ever tell the officers the version that you just told on that stand here today? Have you ever told the officers that?
What are we speaking of?
That the version of events of how Destiny got shot, what you just testified to on direct examination, did you ever tell the officers that version of events?
So she's going to need to break that down and be a little more specific.
Did you ever tell the officers before today, or did you ever tell anyone other than your attorney, I guess, before today, that you saw Gavin shoot Destiny as you were walking in your house?
Yes.
You told the officers that?
Not the officers. You said anyone.
Okay, but again, this case has been pending for a long time, is it not, Ms. Howington?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is the very first time that you are telling the version of events that you just told. You never told the officers in the multiple times that you were interviewed that version of events, did you?
I did tell them that Gavin shot Destiny.
Okay. You never told them that you weren't even inside your home when the shot occurred, correct?
Not that I know of.
So, again, your statement here today is that on September the 12th, Antoine took your gun and just disassembled it, I guess, in the front yard? Is that your statement?
He took it away from me, yes, ma'am, and took it apart and threw it on the ground.
And Callie put it back together?
Correct.
And you said that Callie put it up?
Yes.
And you didn't see it again?
Correct.
Until you say you saw Gavin shoot Destiny?
I didn't say I saw it. I saw Gavin shoot Destiny.
So you did say that. Never mind. Okay. So, again, we're talking about a 2-day span where you apparently don't know where in your house this gun is, correct?
I didn't normally just go check to see where a gun was. So no.
So you don't. So what you're saying is that prior to leading up to this event, you didn't keep tabs on where the gun was in your home?
I knew where it was, where I put it when I put it there.
But again, if your testimony is that somebody else put it away, you didn't think to check to make sure that it was in a safe location?
I trusted him.
In your house with your 2 small children, you didn't think to go and check to make sure that it was in a safe location?
At least twice.
Well, I don't think
She
that
hasn't.
question
She
has
just said
been.
she trusted
no,
him. So
Answer that question, Ms. Howington.
did you, so again, in your home where your 2 small children live, in the 2 days after you think Callie puts this gun away, you didn't actually go check to see where he put it?
No, ma'am.
You didn't ask him where he put it?
No, ma'am.
You didn't ask him if he put a loaded gun up with the safety off?
No, ma'am.
You didn't ask him if he put a loaded gun up with the safety off that was cocked and ready to shoot?
No, ma'am.
And you would agree with me that if 2-year-old Gavin found this gun within the 3 minutes that you're outside, it had to be somewhere pretty readily accessible to him, correct?
I never seen it with my own eyes till the 14th.
So for 2 days, you don't lay eyes on your gun, but in 3 minutes, your 2-year-old found it.
Yes, ma'am.